Greetings and salutations, my lovelies. Bardic Kitty here, bringing you Spirographs. You know these things. I'm sure you remember them from your childhood. Look at how they spin. Aren't they awesome? And then I go to start drawing and realize that I don't have a pencil. So, pro tip, guys. If you're gonna draw, you need to have a pencil. This is me sitting there going, wait, where's my pencil? And I couldn't find one, so I had to pause the video for a second and go find one. Anyway, so a few years ago for Christmas, I just bought myself a Spirograph set because I remembered really enjoying doing them as a kid, and I thought that they would make really fun frames for character portraits. And so this is a thing that I've been doing for a little while. I haven't done too many of them, but they're so much fun and they're so cute. And if you pay attention to how you're making the design, whether it's really closely knit and smooth and elegant looking, or you can do really crazy wild ones that look like big explosions, and you can fit that and the colors to the characters in the piece. That being said, these ones are done kind of the opposite. I take one that I've already made, as you can see, and I actually just made up these characters on the spot to go into these particular Spirograph frames. And it's so much fun. And, using the Spirograph itself, which maybe I should have included that in the video, but I had these laying around already. But, it's like going back to my childhood and having fun and doing something that, I haven't really seen anybody else do, and just enjoying it. So for these two, obviously I have, a cool colored one that's actually a combination of greens and blues in the one. And so I wanted to do something kind of soft and cute in that one. And so I had some issues with the way that one turned out. I messed up her eyes. For one thing, they're not even. One of them is much higher than it should have been. And because I was trying to draw it at an angle that I'm not used to, where she kind of has her head tilted down, I didn't really notice until I'd already inked it. Plus, they ended up getting inked a little darker than I meant, which I feel kind of changed the personality of the character. She looks like she's wearing a bunch of makeup or something. So to me, she ended up not looking that good, but most people have told me that they actually think she's really cute. So, I went with it, and I am more happy with the way this one turned out. Although, oh look, I messed up on that one too, because the pole that she's carrying, I got the line out into her shoulder. So, as with the past couple of videos, these are just more examples of how things can happen when you're working, and you don't have to just quit on it and give up because it's terrible and it sucks. And no, I mean, you can make it work. Actually, what I ended up doing at the end of it, you can't even tell that line was there because I put some highlights where her shoulder is there, and I managed to cover it up with the jelly roll. So there are ways to kind of take, little mistakes and make them work. Or with the eyes on the other girl, the piece was still done and overall looked good, but you just, keep that in mind for next time. Double check that the eyes are even and make sure you don't ink them wrong. So, there's no real specific inspiration for either of these characters. I wanted a really tough, awesome chick for the red one, somebody who's going to be kind of aggressive and cool, because red tends to be a more aggressive color for a lot of people. So that's why I went with that. And then I gave her some nifty little tribal tattoos on the one arm. I debated putting some on her other arm, but I felt like she didn't really need them. I don't have any tattoos, and I know some people with tattoos, but they tend to not have a lot, so I'm not very comfortable when it comes to the idea of giving my characters tattoos, because I'm afraid that they're going to look stupid because I don't understand tattooing. But, that's me being silly, really, when it comes down to it. I can put whatever I want on my characters, and as long as it doesn't look stupid or, just completely just off, I think we'll probably be fine. And yeah, so that's for the most part, that's these. I'm super excited about the fact that this is my 24th video, and next week is going to be video number 25. And so today is Thursday the 20th, and I'm giving people until the end of today to comment with any suggestions or requests for things that you might like to see me draw, because after tonight, when I get up tomorrow, I'm going to look for all of the different suggestions that I have, and they're going to be randomly selected for me to figure out what I'm drawing for next week. So if you have something that you want to see drawn, just leave a comment. It takes just a few seconds, and you might get to see something that you really want drawn in next week's video. Plus, I'd like to do further request pieces in the future. If I get enough interest, I'd even like to do like a series of request drawings where I'll just like maybe once or twice a month, or depending on how quickly I can work on them, even another weekly series, just doing like drawing requests from you guys. It can be a fan art request if you have like a character or a series you want me to draw something from, or it can be just like a general like, hey, draw a sexy fairy, or hey, draw like another punk mermaid, or, something like that. Draw a space scene, whatever. It can be anything that you think that you would like to see me draw. Going back to the art, obviously I'm using my Copic markers again. And I'm doing kind of my same usual thing. I've been trying to do a little better at not just using the same hues. So like I actually like did a base color in brown for her hair, and then used warm grays to do the shading, so it's a slightly different tone. And I also used brown for the darkest shadows in her red top, but that's and then like blue and blue-greens in the blonde's top as well. So it's something I've been slowly trying to get more comfortable with. Anyway, as you can see, I'm putting in the highlights and doing little fixes. This chick's hair was fun. Like, I really have been enjoying playing with trying to learn how to do like curlier hair and make it look nice. And there you go. And so then I decided to show you guys the pieces. And yes, about this point is when I realized that I hadn't done her tattoos, and so I pointed out, and now I'm going to go back and fill those in, and then the piece will be done. As usual, all of my social media links will be in the bottom of under the video in the description, and here is a better view of the two pieces completed. I'm going to start doing more of that, especially until I get a better camera, and until next week, I love you all, and I hope you have a beautiful week.